Hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube. Kingpin of Cinema.
The QB999.
Here with another video game review. We're doing a double-decker today because, you know, two patties are better than one.
Oh, yeah, and with bacon on it, and then cheese, and then barbecue sauce. Oh, yes. Yes, it sounds so good.
That's just over the top.
Nothing's over the top on this show.
And we're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat 9 and Portal 2.
Yep.
A couple games were released, like, what, a week or 2 weeks ago?
More than that.
Well, a little while ago. Anyway, first off, our condolences to anyone who bought these games on PS3.
So long, PSN. Hope you burn in hell.
Our condolences. But don't worry, they said end of the month it should be back up and we're going to get a bunch of free services because of this, so we'll see. See, unlike PS3 users, we got this on the 360, so we can comment on everything on the Portal game. And on MK9.
And on MK9.
So let's get started. First off, talk about MK9 a little bit. It's basically rebooting the whole series in every form, even as far as the story goes.
And I say it succeeds very well.
It goes back to the old-fashioned 2D graphics, 2D fighter. It has very, like, Tekken-ish fighting style where it's all about the air juggles, keeping your opponent up and off guard.
Well, not so much, not only the air juggles, but memorizing the moves.
That too. Which, Mortal Kombat 9 is very old-fashioned where instead of... Every fighter nowadays basically has 8 directions to use. Mortal Kombat is still relying on just 4 basic directions.
Yeah.
As well as the 4-button interface of 2 punches, 2 kicks, and a block button.
Yeah.
Which, as far as the moves go, yeah, it makes moves kind of difficult to learn. There's a steeper learning curve than like Street Fighter or BlazBlue. It takes a little bit more research to learn how to really do these moves and practice on consecutively getting them out.
Yeah, we're going to probably have a bit of a differing opinion between me and the QB, because I don't like the fighting style so much in MK9.
No, really, we actually do agree. I don't care much for it either.
Yeah, because I'm kind of the Marvel vs. Capcom camp of gameplay, where everybody has the same button command, but each person does it differently. It makes learning the characters a lot easier.
It is like in Street Fighter, you learn quarter circle forward punch. That's a move for over half the cast. Yeah.
So learning how to play characters and actually having like real skill come into play is where I'm more up that alley with the Marvel vs. Capcom universe.
With Mortal Kombat 9, because of the fact they only use 2 punch buttons and 2 kicks, moves that have 3 different variations of itself, as opposed to like where a fireball might come up or how far it might travel.
Yeah.
Instead of having a different button for each version has a different command, which I think makes it a little more complicated.
Yeah, but I will say, I think the graphics-wise...
Graphics really good.
Really good.
Fatalities are awesome.
If you can pull them off.
You know, it does take practice. Once in a while, it will seem to be hit or miss. I mean, during practice, I was able to get a guy's fatality off every single time. I go into arcade mode to try it, and the first, like, 5 matches, I can't get it to work for whatever reason.
I don't know why at this point in time, why we have to do, like, a button command for the fatality. It seems to me we should just have just a button that you push.
Well, remember,
that's what you want to see anyways.
They're trying to go back to the past, that's what it was. It was all about doing those commands.
I don't know. I kind of wish it was just a button, but yeah, so, graphically it looks really cool. The X-rays are cool.
Yeah, as far as we said, they're trying to reboot the series, so the story mode is actually really good.
Really good.
They basically just redo the entire story between 1, 2, and 3. So you get to see all those characters again, you get to do all those fights, and you get to actually live out all 3 of those stories.
Yeah, the story of the game is really good, and you do get a lot in this package. You get the story mode, which is really good.
You get the regular old-fashioned arcade ladder matches. You get 2v2, 3v3. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's 4v4.
No.
But, yeah, there's actually tag matches as well.
The only problem I have with the tag matches is that there's a button combination where if you put it in, you bring your other character in, and
if you're playing 2-player, you really have to communicate with each other. Like, okay, I'm going to bring you in now.
Yeah, I kind of don't like the button combination that you can accidentally hit and you get tagged out. I kind of wish to stay in.
Now, Kingpin can't really comment on this, but the online play, horrendous. I swear, the last 3 fighting games I've played have been Street Fighter 4, MVC3, and Mortal Kombat 9. And I don't know how, but the online play for each of those games has gotten progressively worse. I mean, Street Fighter 4 has a decent online play. It's rare where it's laggy, but I'll usually get good matches. MVC3, it was a pain in the ass to find a good match. Once in a while, I would get one, but a lot of the time, it would be incredibly laggy. Mortal Kombat 9, I have yet to have a lag-free match. At all. I don't know how the online play has gotten so bad, but it really has. I'll go into a room for King of the Hill, which is basically like endless mode, or just whoever wins keeps playing. And I'll look at the internet connection with all the other players. Even on a really good internet connection, it'll still just be 1 or 2 bars out of 4.
Wow.
I've never had a decent connection so far online on that game. So that needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
Overall, though, definitely a fun game. It's Mortal Kombat going back to its roots. Got rid of all the different fighting styles, got rid of all the BS characters, brought in some of the old favorites.
Yeah. So I'd say it is, despite the flaws, I mean, if it's something you're really into, pick it up, and you probably already have. I'm really not a big fighting game kind of guy.
But you can still have fun with it.
I did play that one night, and it was a lot of fun.
Okay. Next up, we're going to start talking about Portal 2.
Easily the best game of the year so far.
Yes, Portal 1, huge-ass hit with the orange box. So, of course, Portal 2 has come out now. Its own standalone game. Portal 1 was created by a small team at Valve. So this one, they dedicated, like, their entire squad to this.
Yeah, because, like, Valve wasn't too sure how it would be received. And now that it's, like, claimed as one of the best games of this generation, they put their A-team on it and, you know, got a really good sequel out. I'm happy to report Portal 2 is an amazing game.
So, better than the first? You know, for me, really hard to say, because I really enjoyed this one just as much as I enjoyed the first one.
You know what? The thing I enjoyed most about this one is the co-op.
Yeah, this game actually offers online co-op with your friends. As far as I can tell, there's no random matchmaking where you can just go on and find random people to go online. It actually has to be people on your friends list.
Yeah.
But that's kind of required, because this thing, like I said, requires a lot of co-op.
Yeah. It really requires that you know the person you're playing with and communicate with them
very well.
Very well. And we breezed through it like in 7 hours.
Yeah, me and the Kingpin played through it together, and yeah, the co-op was actually like almost basically 5 hours long.
I never said it was going to be like 10 hours. I mean, we did it like in 7.
Yeah, it was 5 to 7 hours for us, and the single-player game, too, is almost 10 or...
10 to 12.
10 to 12 hours long. So this game, inherently longer than the first.
And I'd say it's just as funny as the first one.
It has a lot of that same humor, really laugh-out-loud moments. And what's fun is that you're still playing the same character, too, as the first one.
Shell.
So, lots of great humor, lots of great situations. Puzzles, challenging, but not infuriatingly challenging.
I had one puzzle that was infuriating challenging, because they added some really cool new mechanics here, like the goos.
You have 3 different goos. You have a blue one that makes you bounce, an orange one that makes you slide really fast, and a white one that lets you put a portal anywhere on any surface.
There's one point in the game where you have to use all 3 goos to get up this big shaft, this big, like, mining shaft.
That one took a long time to get, is because sometimes it's not entirely clear as to where exactly you're supposed to go.
How you're supposed to set up the goos, and that took a while to figure out. But, you know, it is very satisfying when you finally got it done. It's like, okay, that was pretty good now.
Portal 2, what can you say other than this game was awesome?
Yeah.
Easily one of the best games of the year. And just the fact that it had the co-op, too, added a brand new element to it and a lot more fun. Because even some of the achievements encourage you to fuck up with your friend. It's like, oh, go across the light bridge, my friend. Oh, luckily I'm across this light bridge above this dank pit. You bitch!
So long, Peabody. Hope you burn in hell.
Yeah, and what's actually cool about is that the co-op actually has a storyline that takes place after the single player.
Yeah, and that's something they didn't need to do, but they did, and it's pretty interesting. So there will be a Portal 3 coming along.
There definitely should be.
And I'm really hoping we get some DLCs for the co-op, some new map packs.
Yeah, some expansion to the story, too, because the co-op is really fun to go online with a friend, play together. If you and your friend have good communication skills and can kind of understand what needs to be done, then yeah, do it. There are definitely some challenging maps on there, some puzzles that take some brain power. So open up your cans of tuna, get that brain food, eat a bunch of dolphin, and get that brain working.
But it's very satisfying to get those done. Be like, wow, we got that, we beat that bitch.
You will be virtually high-fiving and high-fiving in real life.
Well, we didn't really say whether or not we thought this was better than the first one.
I said I enjoyed it just as much, so I can't really say it's better.
Yeah.
Or worse. I can't really say. I'd say just as good.
I would concur with that opinion. I'd say it's just as good as the first one. Now, there's something that kind of does need to be said. All you people and your memes, fuck off.
Oh yeah, the first Portal had the cake is a lie meme. This one has a corrupt core that just loves space and talks about space all the time. People have been taking that and basically turning that into a meme.
Enough already. The joke is done. And I think the guys at Valve purposely tried to make it so you wouldn't get a joke like that everybody would ruin within the first 24 hours of being mentioned.
But they found a way.
They found a way. These people found a way to take something and just drive you mad with it. You can't go onto anywhere and type the word cake. Some asshole's going to come up and say, it's a lie. Thinking he's being real clever at it.
So anyway, Portal 2, Mortal Kombat 9, both good games.
Check them
Portal
out.
2, much better than MK9. Again, if you got it on PS3, we are sorry.
I know we're probably going to get a bunch of comments on here from PS3 fans bitching at us and we're Xbox 360 fanboys, which we are not.
Well, he is.
Because I am suffering just as much as the rest of you.
He's the Xbox fanboy. I actually do prefer PS3, but even I know Sony fucked up.
It's okay, guys. Everybody fucks up every once in a while, and in this case, Sony really dropped the ball on this one.
Just consider this to be Sony's Red Ring. Okay? The Red Ring, the game we all don't want to play, but we have to.
Now we got a new game. It's when is Sony going to get hacked again? When am I going to have to change my credit card information again?
So, anyway, that's kind of all we have to say about these two games.
That's all we have to say on the PSN fiasco.
So if you got it on Xbox, have fun playing online. Otherwise, just gotta wait a little while. just gotta wait. Be patient.
Just gotta be patient. Get that tax refund money and get yourself a 360.
So anyway, QB99.
The Kingpin of Cinema.
And as usual, if you don't like it, okay.
Buy a 360.